Okay, so where would you guys like to go at this point?
Uh,
Find the ogres.
uh,
Oh, before this is on the table. Did we ever get past any other gold than what we started with? 'Cause I
Oh,
don't think
sorry,
we
that
did.
was supposed to be included with the map. You guys got a satchel with 100 gold from the king.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
that's a big help.
Yeah.
Was that 100 gold each?
No, 100 gold. And for what it's worth, I'm a big believer in shared inventories. I don't know if you guys are, how your characters are, whatever, but when it comes to money especially, instead of dividing it up, it's so much easier to just keep a tally as a group.
um, yeah, we should probably just. Well, I still believe in that, but also some minor like individual things in case
Right.
We can
Uh,
set up a party fund and then individual.
Right, and
Shares
so
outside of that.
for this, we'll just call that what it is and designate someone to hold on to it.
I mean, some people are going to be more selfish than others, and we need to give them that option.
Yeah.
Hey,
1,500 gold.
I was my other campaign. I'm a bard who loves sex, so all the gold stays in my pile. It's no bueno.
I would say someone, probably not me. You like keep the inventory or whatever.
If we were given the option earlier to do it, I would have stepped
Stop
up.
that.
Well, right now, you can start because your inventory consists of 100 gold pieces.
For the entire party?
That's it. I mean, that's outside of everybody's, individual self-belongings that they started the game with, their armor, their weapons, their adventures, kits, whatever else. The shared
Alright.
inventory at this point is just 100 gold pieces.
Alright, let me... I have a page in here, so let me create shared inventory.
Didn't we discover last time that we can pretty much all make like healing poultice thingy movers?
Not really. You have to have an herbalist kit, I believe.
I do.
There is a solution for that because the crafting method for it provided with the DMG is stupidly expensive and time consuming.
Ah,
But I have a plan to counteract that. It's just
Yeah, it's
whenever
like-
you guys hit that trigger.
It's like
Okay.
10 days and 100 gold per potion. As
Yeah.
like a level 1 potion or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
ridiculous. It's absolutely
Yeah.
absurd.
Yeah.
So I've got a homebrewed solution that will be coming up at some point.
okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
I was just checking to see if like I needed to spend some time to make some of those or whatever. But
I mean, it's
cool.
it's good information for you guys to have for me to tell you that. So that's not hurting anything game wise. That's encouragement. So it's up to you guys where to go to next.
All right. So as we kind of exit the adventures hall, I'll kind of glance back and say, really, what's the use of going and talking to drunks when we can just go talk to the source?
I agree, however, I have one concern. And it's the last time we were in battle, I severely messed it up. So my only idea at rectifying this is taking this fund that we have and upgrading this shoddy shirt of mine into chainmail. I actually already have chainmail. Shit.
Yes, you do. You have the only thing you could upgrade to is heavy armor at this point, right?
Yeah. Well, I have a... Okay, this was the part I was confusing myself with because I couldn't figure out if I had a chain shirt or chain mail, and I have chain mail.
Which I believe is in that. Is that the starting thing in the heavy
In heavy
category?
arm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So never mind. That conversation never happens.
Okay.
We'll retcon it.
strike it from the wet.
Yeah, the only things above that are splint mail and plate mail.
Yeah, I had a conversation with myself about it because I had the two decks and I was trying to figure out if I wanted to play with that or just say fuck it and go plate. And I kind of want the plate.
Gotcha.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bump it up to a +3 bonus over time. You can make an argument for medium in the long term. But if not, then you're probably better off with the heavy.
Yeah, I would need to get half plate right now to have an advantage with medium armor. Otherwise, it's not worth it, and it's not going to happen.
In the long term, you can get things like medium armor mastery and things like that, which all contribute.
Yeah.
But
So
you can
anyway,
only get a maximum of +2 from your dex bonus into medium armor, right?
Yeah.
That's right. I only have 2 as it is for Dex, which will
I think
most likely
medium armor
not
mastery bumps it
matter.
up to a +3.
Okay.
I think that's
Oh,
what
wow.
it is.
So that would become a maximum of 18 from half plate versus a maximum of 18 from plate. So
yeah, and you're
Yeah.
investing a feat to get that. That's what I said. Like, if
Exactly.
Right.
you want to go that route, you can make an argument, but it's
Versus, the feat of heavy armor specialist of -3 damage per hit.
And this
right.
And this is a question here because I don't know this, but if you're in full plate, you have no Dex mod on your AC. In
Correct.
3.5, that meant you lost your Dex. Does that apply to 5?
No. You still
Okay.
retain your dex bonus for
For,
skills and things
yeah.
of that sort, as far
But
as I'm
since,
aware.
but since you're in plate, you have disadvantage for like stealth and stuff.
Yes,
Right,
you have.
which-
It's only stealth. It's not all dex checks like it used to
Oh.
be.
Yeah.
yeah, it assumes if you're going to pick a lock, you're going to take your gauntlets off.
Right.
For example, if he said like roll initiative, I'm like, oh, I'm in plate now, I suck.
Oh,
No.
no.
Yeah, no, you don't lose that whatsoever.
Cool. That's so the Dex still has benefit, and thanks for having a talk about fighters.
Yeah, as much as I despise them.
Alright,
Every
so-
other level. Get some abilities or a feat. No!
Alright, so my going back, my original statement. What's the point of going to a brothel or a tavern to talk to drunks when we can just go straight to the source south of town?
All
As much
for
as I would
going
like-
to the farmer.
As much as I would like a glass of ale in the morning, actually I wouldn't. Let's go to the farmer.
Anybody else have anything input?
I don't see that we're likely to get much in the rumor mill here.
I mean, outside of just pure boasting, saying, "Oh yes, of course, I've seen the ogres. I fought 2 off myself. That farmer still owes me 20 gold."
Okay, so I just want to double check the group consensus is go straight to the farm.
Yep.
Okay.
Lyriala?
I'll ask Bob before we head out where Dante Miller lives.
He'll
Oh,
he
at
told
this
us.
He
this
already
time of
told
day
us.
he will be working his farm, which is that mile south out of town.
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys walk, it's a very uneventful dirt road. I don't like to waste time with travel crap. So as you arrive to as you arrive to the entrance of his farm, you can see him working out in the field. He's what anyone would describe as a bull of a man. He's roughly 6'3", appears to weigh somewhere in the 250-pound range. He's doesn't have a shirt on, working in the morning sun to avoid unnecessarily dirtying clothes. And his core, his arms, everything are just pure solid muscle. And he sees you all off in the distance and waves you over to him. He plants his hoe firmly in the ground, kind of wipes his brow, puts his hands in a bucket of water to rinse his hand off, and walks toward you. And right as you guys are... Oh, hang on. Oh my god, Scott. So, right as you guys are getting up close to him, he just comes right out and says, "Sorry, I ain't much one for words. Y'all hear about that ogre problem I got?
That is why we're here.
Good. I know it's ogres because of them big old feet prints they leave." He points over to a giant footprint in the ground, and at this point, anybody is welcome to try and determine if that actually is an ogre footprint, if they have an appropriate skill to do so.
Is that what?
I don't know.
nature?
You tell
I
me
don't
what
know.
you tell me what you want to check.
I'm going to poke
have
around and see
multiple
if there's
things.
anything odd about the footprint at all, using my investigation.
Okay, go for it, Endis.
11 total.
It just looks like a big old humanoid footprint.
I use my memory of seeing them charging us in the battlefield, which I will include under the umbrella of perception.
Go for it.
Yes. Because if you said investigation, I was gonna fucking roll bad.
Yeah.
14.
It looks like a big old humanoid footprint.
Using nature, I've tried to determine what it is. I got 19.
Yeah, you can tell that it is absolutely unequivocally 100% an ogre footprint.
Nice. I also want to point out the new drawing for succubuses. Look at that. How awesome is that?
Very nice.
Oh my god, I love Twilight.
Arlie's looking for a new sex slave.
Well,
Using survival, I would like to know which way they went and if I could figure out where they took off to.
I reckon that them are coming from them hills over there to the west, but, I can't be sure. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh god, I rolled a 2, so 7.
Yeah, no.
Good job.
You have
I'll,
no, you
I'll
have no
glance-
idea.
I'll kind of beckon to the ranger and the druid to say, I'm assuming you both can track, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sitting there with squatted with my hand in the footprint, looking out, trying to make sense.
Ear on the ground.
Yeah. Trying really hard to not need anyone's help right now.
He basically looks like an idiot in plate mail.
Throwing grass into the air.
Yeah.
I could
Like
potentially
Rafiki?
try to track them by scent if you guys want, if you think that would be faster, or just do
Oh,
regular
yeah,
tracking.
that would be a
I
much
don't
better
remember
choice of
smelling
resources.
very good, so it sounds like a good idea.
Okay, you guys are all amenable, so I turn into a dire wolf and sniff around and try to pick up the track to follow him. Does Farmer Guy react to that?
Yeah, he kind of shakes his head, scratches his head, shrugs his shoulders, and looks at you guys and goes, "Well, y'all find anything, y'all just let me know." Walks back over, picks his hoe back up out of the ground, and goes back to work. He's obviously got way too much to do to be bothered talking.
Can you kind of elaborate on the hills? Is it like forest-like at all, or is it just hills?
Yep, it's forest. It's like hill land, and on the back side of the hills, it's not like expansive hill land. There's a large forest,
Okay. All right.
which would be
Sorry.
part of the forest that you guys woke up in.
Okay.
So I rolled a 17 to try and pick up the scent and track the ogre.
Yep, you got it.
Ah!
Ow. How long can you stay shape-shifted for?
An hour.
Okay, after an hour of wandering through the hills and following the scent, you are still not there, so your shapeshift ends.
Okay. I tried to. Do I need to roll again to pick it up as a regular person? Like, not by scent, but like looking for signs of passage or something like that?
You can no longer trace it by scent, so
At
Yeah.
this point, are we actually in woods?
not yet.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna look for tracks to follow in that case.
Okay, what skill are you rolling?
It'd be survival.
Survival. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh.
She's taking care of the tracking. I'm trying to keep an eye out on the horizon.
Mhm. Yeah,
See if
I'm
anything's
watching
coming
around us for danger.
That's 19.
You are able to pick up the footprints in the ground and continue following them until you are at the border of the woods. You are still able to track them, but you guys are just now at this point standing at the edge of the woods. I don't just want to walk you into the woods if you don't want to just go head first. At this point, it's around, I'm going to say noontime. So right at midday.
Okay.
I,
Well,
turn to the
unless
group.
anybody says anything, I'm just gonna keep going, following as long as I can. So.
I turn to the group and ask, any of you special types have any tricks to help us see deeper before we go delving into this?
No, unfortunately, the only things that I had available back in the Elvish Army were very long, extended rituals that would
I don't have
take
time for rituals right now.
Exactly. It was,
Is it like dark in the forest?
I mean,
Or...
it's normal daylight in the
It's-
forest.
Shaded, probably. Yeah.
So yeah, it's shady. I mean, it's not considered dim light by any standards.
So I look at him and I'm like, you have trouble seeing in the shade?
No, I just have trouble walking through an area where I might be a little more clumsy.
Then we will eat in the shade.
All right. Then I just start walking forward.
I'll
I was
kind
gonna say, I
of
think you're
She challenged me, so
clumsy
off
anyways.
I'll put my hand on Angriala's shoulder and said, "Humans are not like elves. I'm hoping you can understand this."
Yes.
I go. Do I hear this?
All
I already started walking.
Okay.
right. As he starts walking, I make a glowing globe, and make it like stay right over his shoulder to give him some light and help him out. A green orb. Doesn't go anywhere.
I'll hop a little bit to catch up with him and just sort of lean over and say, and that's how humans and elves are different. We're less passive aggressive.
I give him the bro-ish of nods.
At this
It has to be
point,
the-
Helping.
so you guys are entering the woods.
We're in high school. We're crossing paths in the hallway.
Right. So you guys are entering the woods. Angriala, Arlie, is currently doing the tracking. What is everybody else doing as you guys are walking?
I'm just
maintaining my
keeping.
pride.
I'm just keeping an eye out for around our surroundings to notice any possible dangers that are coming, and I'm in the rear, kind of watching behind us as well in case something is tracking us.
Okay. Endis?
I'm keeping an eye on because we're tracking ogres, apparently. So I don't want to let the ogres sneak up on us. They're big, giant, 8-foot tall bastards, so I should be able to spot them.
Scott?
I'm desperately trying not to. Well, I got good dexterity. Never mind. I'm playing this like 2 fighter, and I got to dial back on that.
You're what now?
Nothing. I'm table talking myself here.
Just because
I hear
you're
dice everywhere over every time you try to talk. So you're table talking yourself. Got it.
Hand check.
I was spinning a die. Sorry.
I'm doing the best I can to keep up with these fleet-footed elvish types through the woods. But
Thankfully, because of the ranger who is familiar with woodlands, she enables the entire party, if she so chooses, to move at normal speed unimpeded through the woods.
well, has she done it yet?
I will do it, yeah.
I was gonna say, can she like wait until like some of us are like tripping through the woods and go, oh, boom. That would be awesome.
I like to picture that consists of her just saying, that's a stick there, don't step on that. Watch the log.
Doc!
Duck under this
That
bridge.
would
Yeah.
also be fantastic.
Why are you walking through the briar thorns?
What are you doing?
So, the two elves are in the front, tracking and clearing a nice, neat path for everybody to walk through. The elf, who's way too good for that, is kind of walking behind everything, keeping an eye out, and the two humans are like, yeah, we're here. We're looking for stuff, too. So I need...
I wanted to go after the bodies in the crypt.
Yes, I need the 3 men in the group who are not working on actively tracking and pathing to roll perception checks.
I can't roll for shit. I better save it for battle.
I'm sorry, Endis?
21.
21, okay.
Way lower
Radix?
than
By the look, I'm going to guess you rolled a 1. Yeah, you are totally oblivious to everything ever.
You got
Wait,
distracted
I
by a really
can't
cool
see
tree.
anything. What happened?
And Scott?
that. Let's just say the final number, and it was 8.
8,
Oh.
okay. So, since you're the only one that sees this, I will query it to you.
God damn it. I even have perception trained.
Just say, this
Wow.
is trained perception.
Yeah, same. I have
Well-
it as an expertise.
Well, it just doesn't help me that I rolled a 1. So, I mean...
Yeah.
3.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
I'm gonna change my rolling die. That one's done. It's retired.
Oh, come on.
That's unfortunate.
I'm just going to quietly say on our right and just sort of half point towards them.
Okay, by him saying that and casually pointing off to the right quietly, everyone is now aware of the fact that there is 1 giant boar and 2 normal-sized boars in the brushes off to the right. They're staring at you, ready to charge. They are about 30 feet off. Everybody roll initiative. Hold on here. Okay.
Would you want us to tell you blindly or
Hold
what?
on. Give me 1 second to do mine first.
Start telling them random numbers. Everyone say random number.
Jupiter!
Timmy! Timmy!
Wow, I rolled really well. That
Uh-oh.
sucks. Okay. Scott,
15. I'm saving my rolls for battle, apparently.
Arlie,
19.
Lashara,
18.
Endis,
10.
She looks so
Ooh.
mad about her.
Radix,
20.
20. Okay, let me reorder these really fast.
I'm really good at spotting things. I'm not really good at going first.
Yeah.
Those are different skills. Hey, someone should go do something about that.
Scott, I need you to roll again. Just tell me the flat die number.
2.
Okay. I think that determines who went first.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
man.
saving it for battle.
Sort of.
Okay. So, first to act, as anyone could guess, is Radix with a 20.
I like that. I'll kind of glance over and see them.
Oh, for what it's worth, I'm not doing a map for this one because it's just 3 boars 30 feet away for you guys. I don't
Okay.
think that's really necessary.
Okay. I'll kind of, in one swift motion, toss out my orb, and as it's kind of sailing towards the boars, it illuminates, and then kind of explodes into the shape of a 15-foot long stone wall.
So this is what spell?
Minor illusion.
Silent image.
Silent image. And what does that wall do? What's the effect it has on the board?
It's an
basically?
illusion, and either if they run through the wall, that they will. It's basically minor illusion, like I used last
Right.
time, but it's much larger.
Okay.
And they either use an investigation check to see if it's real, or they assume it is real and they can do whatever they want with it.
Gotcha.
Hit it, run around it, whatever. But there's 15
It's 15 feet across.
and
Sideways.
15 feet high.
And
Yes.
15 feet high. Okay. Arlie.
Also, I should
Wait.
add that people, my compatriots can't see the boars now either. So
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh.
about to ask. Do we see through the wall or no?
You
sorry.
can make an investigation check.
Yeah, you probably should have told us about your
Which
tricks.
which wastes your attack action for the turn if you make an investigation check, right?
It is an action. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can investigate, but then you can't act in the same turn.
I mean, once you figure out that it's not real, you can see through it. But until you do,
Or can I use my bonus action to tell them that it's fake?
What do you
can
think?
Speak whenever you want to speak.
Technically speaking, it's a free action. Like,
Huh?
let's say it's a trick. Don't worry.
Okay. You're all able to quickly see through the illusion as it's been revealed to you as an illusion.
Thank
Luckily,
God boars
luckily,
don't speak
yeah,
common.
boars don't speak common,
I was just
so
thinking the same
they are
thing.
not aware. So Arlie, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to cast Speak with Animals on myself,
Okay.
and I want to try and persuade the boars that they don't want to bother us and want to go away.
And how do you go about doing that?
It. Were they right? You said they were regular, just boars, or were they
One
particularly
giant
big
boar
boars?
and 2 regular boars.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna try and intimidate them and make them think that we are more of a threat than they thought they were, and it would be in their best interest to run the other way.
Okay, roll an intimidate check.
Ooh, I rolled a 19.
Total?
No, I rolled the 19.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
22.
Yeah, they're all thoroughly intimidated, and you hear the large boar squeal, which you can interpret since you have speak with animals on, and it says, it's basically, if run, they hunt, is what it says. So it's telling the other two that if they run away from you, you're just going to hunt them down and kill them anyhow. So,
Why not, you stupid big boar?
well, boar mentality. So
Yeah.
that's where it's
Fight
at. There
or
will
flight,
be
yeah.
there will be consequences that I'm not going to declare outright
Yeah.
for your intimidate succeeding, though. So.
That's fine. So when that happens and I hear that, and I just go, God damn it, stupid boars!
And speak with animals is a standard action or is it a bonus action spell?
Should be.
Looked at that.
standard.
I think it's standard, but let me double check.
I think it's a regular action.
Roar.
You can speak with plants? Wow, there's so many speak with spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
It
it's an
says
action.
Okay.
Okay.
One action.
Okay.
Cool.
Then it is now Lashara's turn. Lyriala the Ranger.
I'm going to be. I'm going to be disappointed that Angriala's attempt to get them to go away without hurting them didn't work as she intended.
Ah, hippies.
And I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on the big one.
Okay.
So, alright. Wait, how far away are they? They're in my range.
Oh, yeah, they're only 30 feet away. They're well within your range.
So I'm going to try and attack that one.
Okay, the giant boar with your bow. And Hunter's Mark simply adds 2 damage, correct?
There's
And
also
advantage
something.
on wisdom and
it-
dex checks, I think.
Right, anything to track it, but for combat purposes, it just adds to damage, not to hit or anything
Yeah,
like that.
it's a
When I hit
1d6
with the
per
weapon, it's
hit.
1d6.
Gotcha.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so let's see where they roll. It's going to be 20 total.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
There's literally you have a 85% chance to hit them at this point with your bow.
Great.
Silly
Oh, I see.
rangers. So,
So-
she has to roll a 3 or above.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, hold on. I closed my character sheet on accident.
So,
There we go.
So it's probably a d8 plus a d6 plus.
4.
So it's
Stop.
9 for just me.
It's what?
9 total.
For the 1d8 plus 4
Yes,
was a 9, and then roll another 1d6.
6.
6. So 15 damage. So you pull back, fire a shot at the boar that pierces straight into its side, and it lets out a very loud squeal of pain as it is struck. Damn it, I keep minimizing the wrong thing.
Screw up on your
They weren't
Welcome
gonna-
to my world!
They weren't going to try to eat our faces before. They definitely are now.
Right. And now it is the giant boar's turn to attack. And now here's the question I have. I need an opinion of a magic user here. By firing an arrow through the wall...
It would see that it's an illusion.
Okay.
that's
So-
what I was thinking too.
The boar turns, looks, sees that the wall isn't really a wall, and charges at whoever is closest. So based on that, it would be probably either Scott, Lashara, or Arlie, because those two were tracking, and Scott being a melee person would want to be by the front. Am I correct in that assumption?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I haven't
I'm gonna-
gone yet, so I don't know where I am.
I know you haven't gone yet, but when you guys were walking, I imagine you would
We
be
stopped,
right near
yeah.
the front. Because you're a melee person, in case there's a frontal assault, you want to be there right at the front line already.
Yeah.
Is my
I
assumption.
thought-
If that's incorrect, tell me, and I'll adjust.
I was letting the elves track, and I was hanging out with Gideon right in the middle.
Okay.
So it'd be the nature folk, then the
Yes.
humans, then me.
Gotcha.
But we are in the middle because you said the attack is to the right.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, so-
forward and right. So it's 30 yards diagonally forward and right.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
technically the elves would be closer.
Right. So I rolled a d4 to make it completely random because it still couldn't tell who shot the arrow because the illusion was there until the arrow hit it.
Correct.
So it is charging at Arlie,
Okay.
and this is the giant boar. I'm guessing a 9 does not hit you.
No.
Okay, it charges you, attempts to gore you, and just misses on your side and skids about 5 feet past you and stops, turns, and snorts.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, the boar number 2 is now following suit and charging the same target. And does a 15 hit you?
Yeah, it does actually.
Okay. So it deals. Ooh.
Those
8
charge
damage.
Those
Okay.
charge attacks, though.
Yes. Say you need to make a strength save.
Okay.
Let me know what you roll.
Roll on the table. Ooh. I have a 10 for a strength save.
You fail. You are knocked prone
Okay.
by the charging boar who slashes your side with its tusk.
Do
So now it is
4.
standing directly in front of you because it was stopped its progress by hitting you. And now it is Scott's turn to act.
You're not going to like what I'm about to say.
Probably not. Because you're a jerk of a fighter with a pole arm.
I'm checking the book. That's why you don't see me right now.
No, it's okay. I figured that's... Actually, I can see the side of your head, so I figured that's what you're doing. I'm just eating crispy M&Ms. Don't mind me.
Can you describe the battlefield to me one more time?
At this point, about 5 feet in front of you, there's a giant boar and a regular boar standing there over Arlie's prone body. There's another boar 30 feet off to the right, and you're in what I would call basic... I'm not going to call them thick woods because they're not thick. They're like basic, thin, everyday woods like we had back home. Just woods, trees, small brushes, stuff like that.
Well, because of the double threat, I will not do this, but I was about to grapple that guy.
Well, that would have been amusing. At least you don't need a degree in calculus to determine grappling like you did in 3.5.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I rush up between the two boars and swing and scream at the big one.
At the
in
big
a
one.
Big warrior-y type yell.
Very warrior-y, got it.
Yeah.
Stalking easy.
Alright, let me get all my damage dice ready. So I'm going to do a d10, and I'm also going to do a d4 while I'm at it. Blue is the 4. So I'm using my bonus action to hit it with my butt.
Okay.
Does a 11 hit?
It doesn't.
Okay, so the butt does not succeed. However, an 18 will definitely.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
And it's a 13 damage.
13 damage. As you slash down into the flank of the boar, directly next to where the arrow has already opened up a wound, it shrieks again and stamps its feet defiantly and blows angry air out of its nostrils, like you know how boars do. Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata, right?
Right. Seeing that, the final small boar will now act and will charge at Scott.
Yay, I'm doing my tankiful duty.
And a 13 does not hit you, I assume.
Oh, no.
Okay, Endis.
Well, I'm gonna lift up my hand, charge her up, and zap the giant boar.
Standard operating procedure at the
I will
giant
be doing
boar.
this a lot.
Yes.
This is how warlocks work.
Yes. It's just that eventually it will be 6 or 7 purple beams.
I think it caps out at 4, actually.
Oh, 4?
Yeah,
They-
4 at level 19.
AC of 15.
That will hit.
Get you.
Pew pew.
Pew!
Whoa, 13 damage.
Wow. The purple beam fires out of your hand and blasts into the side right on top of the 2 wounds that already exist. The boar staggers a step and stands, but is clearly barely standing at this point.
You couldn't kill it.
Nope. Radix, it is
Hey,
your
you
turn
didn't kill it
again.
either.
Yeah, you could kill it either.
You took 2 swings at it.
I am.
I'm
Yeah.
also going to step a couple feet away, further away.
So at this
A little too
point,
close.
so that everybody's aware, you've got Arlie. Right next to Arlie is a boar, a giant boar. Right on the other side of it is Scott.
I'm laying on the
right
ground.
in front of Arlie is a small boar, and right next to Scott is the other small boar. So it's a nice little cluster of chaos.
All right, I'm going to, poof, orb, floating, glowing, in front of me. It's going to turn some blue, and I'm going to pull some energy out of it and shoot with my hand towards the giant boar with a ray of frost.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's actually really good. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. The question is, how much damage do you do?
Yeah, and one of these. That's all right. That's a 6.
6 damage?
6 frost damage, and its movement speed is slowed by 10 feet.
Okay. The ray of frost blasts into the same flank as the rest of the wounds. It looks as if it's going to fall over, but it doesn't. It regathers its feet underneath of it, stands back up, and is none too pleased. So Arlie, it's your turn.
So I'm assuming getting back up is an action, right?
It's a standard action, yes, I believe.
Okay.
Slight qualification here. I don't know if that's an act. It's actually a move action, and you get half of your movement speed after that.
Oh. Okay.
So it's a move action, so she can stand up.
So if she has 30 feet, it would take her half of her movement to stand up, and she'd still have 15 feet left if her movement was 30. I
So
believe.
just remind me of what the setup is. Is like I'm there. There's a boar right in front of me.
A
There's
small
a
one.
Boar. Yeah, the big boar is a little bit.
Directly
Further-
behind you. One,
Oh,
call
it's
it one
directly
square.
behind.
Yeah.
They're on either side of me.
Yeah.
Okay. And Lyriala is next to me as well.
She's probably 10 feet off to the side.
Okay. All right. So what I want to try to do, if I can, is like, I don't know. I want to get up and move 5 feet, but like I was thinking, like maybe.
If you move 5 feet, you will move outside of their range.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
get an opportunity attack.
From both of them.
Okay. Wait, is there no opportunity attack for me standing up?
No.
No, there's not.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
why now I've kind of looked at it. Prone in 5e is absolute garbage compared to previous editions.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's a complete loss of turn almost. Almost.
In 3, it was great.
4,
In 4, it was
even better.
amazing.
All right.
Are you talking about being the victim or the propagator?
All right. In that case, I will stand up, and then I want to whack the little boar on the face. Poke him.
Okay. What are you whacking it with?
My quarterstaff.
Okay.
Okay, Rafiki.
Stay on the.
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Ow. So that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yay.
What the hell did you roll?
19.
Jesus.
You only have a +3 to hit. Oh my god.
That's why I was like, eh. I mean, I could cast the spell, but then, like, I'd have to wait for the next one, so I was like, fuck it. We'll see if I hit.
And how much damage?
4 damage.
Woo! Okay, Lashara.
Okay, I'm going to attack the big boar again. Which still has my mark on it, yeah?
Yes.
So it's going to be a 14.
Yep, that hits.
So 8 for the first roll, and 6 again.
14 damage. You fire your arrow. You're only 10 feet away, so it's a point-blank shot. It enters just above its left shoulder at a downward angle, goes straight through its heart, and out the bottom of it, burying itself into the ground, is how much force it went through it with, and the boar instantly falls over dead.
Was that the one in front of me?
That was the giant one that was behind you.
Oh, the giant one said. Okay.
Yes. Now, I know you're not super familiar with bonus actions, Lashara, so right now you can move your hunter's mark as the bonus action to reapply it to one of the other ones.
There's one that hasn't been attacked at all yet, yeah?
Correct.
I would put it on that one.
Okay. Boar number 1, which is the one next to Scott, just for declaring its sake. So the giant boar is gone. So the boar that got whacked in the face by Arlie is going to try and stab you with its tusk again. And 18 hits you, I presume,
Yep.
for 4 damage.
Alright.
Scott,
I'm gonna go murderate some pigs.
which pig?
The one that's been injured.
Okay, so just to clarify, you'd have to move out of the range of the one that tried to charge you to do that.
Thank you for clarifying that. I will not do that.
I'm doing that just because we're not using a map for this, so
Yeah.
it's only
appreciate
fair.
it. So I turn and look at him, and I'm gonna fuck him up.
Toby.
Yeah,
Toby.
So damage dice. I do this all together.
Toby.
Your name Toby now.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought.
Wait, I thought my mic was off.
Nope,
It wasn't.
Oh, fuck, this button doesn't work then.
that's unfortunate.
It was really funny.
Sorry, he's stalking our cat.
Does a 14 hit?
It's a bad
I don't
plan.
remember.
Yes, a 14 hits.
Alright, I did maximum damage with the 14, so let's do 14.
As soon as you slice through it, it splits its body right in half, and it just falls over dead.
And then I hit its corpse with another 5 damage from the
You
butt of
can-
my polearm.
Move and then attack the other one with your bonus action.
Yes,
Oh,
what he said.
okay, I didn't know that. So I'll move towards that one, and then does the roll still apply, or do I need to redo
Yeah,
it?
go ahead and keep that since you already rolled it. What did you roll?
18.
18? Yeah, that hits.
I hit it with 5 total.
5 total? Okay. The butt of your halberd comes down into its spine, and it squeals loudly, but still stands there, though obviously breathing heavily and bleeding and not very pleased with life.
Yeah, they changed movement in 5e, so it's basically a pool you can use during your turn, and you can use any of it between actions however you want.
Yep. Which is a change I very much approve of.
And the only
And-
time I ever played 5e was with the utility guy, so like fighting is still unknown.
The only tidbit in that is that eventually, when people get multiple attacks, you cannot move during those multiple attacks because that's considered action.
It's considered a full attack just like it was in 3-5 for that purpose. Alright,
A
Endis,
continuation
your
of the
action,
blade.
there is only the one boar alive that is standing directly in front of Arlie.
Well, it's going to eat some nice force energy then. That's off key. Flowing onto my keyboard. And it's a nat 20. Of course.
So
This
you
is where I
crit.
use that. Yes.
You crit the regular 50
Yes.
experience boar with 1 hit point left.
That's why I'm bitching, because if there's any time I'm going to roll a 20, this is like not the time I want to do it.
So your little gem shorts out. And you're like, what the hell?
Basically, Cyclops' eye beam shoots out of your hand and incinerates the front quarter of the boar. And
And it's double damage, right?
yeah,
So I rolled
2d.
26 damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, it incinerates it. And real quick, combat's over, so I'm going to stop the recording